folks. Today we have guest teacher Tatum. Take it away.
All right. Today class we're doing PO24, and this is a PO. I can write an equation in slope-intercept form, given its slope and point on the line for given function table. Right. Slope-intercept form here is y equals mx plus b. Wait, why is she teaching this wrong? All right. Each variable in the equation gives us information. So the different variables, the y is I don't know. We'll come back to that one. The m equals the
No, you have to
slope.
ask who knows.
Yeah, I have a question.
Evan, I don't know.
Slope.
No,
I have a question. M.
no, the y.
Yeah,
What
the
is
M
the y?
slope.
The
Right.
big y. Chance.
So it's where it where it crosses the y-axis, and it's like the y-intercept.
Mr.
Why?
Schultz,
No,
No, b is the y
B is
intercept.
the y.
The y intercept. Oh, you're on. Oh, what?
Why?
Schultz?
Come on, I got this.
Call on
Just
Mr.
do
Schultz.
it.
Why?
Guys, what if we go back to the other page?
Why call on Mr. Schultz?
No, I'm
I'm ready
talking
to
to
go.
you. Y equals rise. I
I got it. No.
I got it.
Tatum.
No.
Guys, that's it.
Where it crosses the y-axis.
Where the
That's
y-intercept. Where the line crosses the y-intercept.
No, that's B.
That is the y-intercept. All right, since we're here, this B is the y-intercept. That's where it begins. Wait, where's the answer for y?
I think it's just.
It's not on your binder because this is new information.
Oh,
Tatum said he knew how to teach.
All right. Why is this guest teacher?
I know what
All right,
M is.
does you go.
It's the slope.
M is a slope because it moves.
I said it first.
It's the slope. It used to be called.
Mr. Schultz has a question.
I think Mr. Schultz knows.
Mr. Schultz has a question.
You have a question?
So the y variable in slope-intercept form represents the y value of any ordered pair that's on
That's
the
what I
line.
was gonna guess.
Yeah, okay.
Wait.
So the y variable represents the y value of any ordered pair on the
Why
line.
did you give us
I'm
the
gonna
X?
Y value
of any.
All right. So does anyone know what X is?
I know.
The x value of any ordered
Any
pair.
given ordered pair.
The x variable represents the x value of any ordered pair on the line.
I don't need it.
All right.
I have a question.
So, does everyone have that down? No, I didn't have to answer any questions so far.
I need a pencil.
That was my second guess. The y.
Guys.
What college did you go to, and what degree did you master?
Doesn't matter.
I went to St. Vincent's, 4th grade through 6th grade,
I don't think he
and
qualified
then
to be
I
at this school.
graduated from Zanzibar College.
Yes.
All right. So this you may put on a help sheet. This warning thing,
No.
and then
No.
yes,
Warnings can go on a help sheet.
warnings
Yeah.
and pencils or keys. Key points can go on help sheets. You may not put heavy
And the
pencils.
owls.
There's no
Can you
owls
read
here
it?
yet.
Yeah.
You have to put the marker down first before you
Do you
scoot it out
read
there.
it?
All right.
You have to erase it. Oh, you have to erase it.
Everyone has to see. Wait, press the pencil. Press the pencil.
No,
Oh,
All right. So, do you want me to read this warning?
Yes.
Right. You may need to plug the values into x and y when using the equation, but the final equation should have x and y left as variables. This is because the equation should be a general description of graph not specific in one ordered pair. Right. Using the given information, write the equation on the line in slope-intercept form. Show your work as necessary. So which one we'll just go over the first one.
We did the third one.
Wait, what are we doing? Are we writing in slope-intercept form?
You wrote.
He's teaching us it.
Okay, I know the first one.
I'm about to teach you. Be quiet. All right. So
First one. I know the.
He's
you go.
Okay, so it's gonna be y equals 5x not minus 3.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're just doing here. We're writing it in slope
Yeah.
intercept form. And refresh your slope intercept form
that right,
as y equals m x plus b. So the b is the -3 here, the mx here, and then the y is the y.
Is that what
Alright.
Is this what we have to do?
This is
For
what
now.
we have to do.
For
Right, so let's go over this one. Does anyone know how to do this one?
Oh, I know.
Mario.
I know. All right. So you just y equals -2x plus a.
Priya, that is your first warning. Another warning will result in a pip.
That's not nice.
We don't do warnings,
I feel hurt.
I got it. Let's go.
Let's go. Or can I do it?
No. These ones you can do by yourself because they're not that hard.
Alright, let's go. Okay, Tatum, I feel very mentally. I need help. Wait,
Mr. Teacher.
Do the fourth one.
That's it. All right. Fourth one.
Sixth one.
Yeah, what is passes through? Right. Can you see
I
that?
know.
We have to do the one on the last page because it passes through
I know.
a order pair and then an order pair.
He will teach.
He will teach you eventually.
You go. You want to teach? Are you the teacher?
I want to
The
teach.
bottom one. The very
Honestly, I couldn't.
The very bottom.
All right. So these ones are about the same. We're just gonna
Well,
go
hold
over
on.
this.
Just go back a little bit. What's the difference between go back to the first page? What's the difference between the first three and the second three?
First.
Evan.
So it gives you an order pair instead of just a straight number.
And how are you going to get the y-intercept from that ordered pair?
You use the second number.
Why can we use the second number?
Because that's just how it works.
Because x is 0.
So the key here, Hugo hit it. The key here is when I give you an ordered pair, you have to pay attention to the x value, right? Because when x is 0, what does that mean the y value is? The y-intercept, right? When x is 0 in an ordered pair, the y value is the y-intercept. So really, the second three are no different than the first three. I'm still giving you the y-intercept. It's just disguised as an ordered pair rather than saying y-intercept. Here it is. Okay. So Tatum, why don't you go over that one that you're
So we go.
writing on there? What would the answer be? What would the equation be in slope form?
Y. You have your y. Equals the slope is 3. 3
No, you're supposed to call on us.
What page are we on? Hang on, what is this?
I'm giving you one more strike in the spirit of Christmas. Plus 1. So here is the y-intercept 1.
Question.
Yes.
What if 0 is not s? What if x is not 0?
Oh, Tatum's going to teach you that
What
next
if
one.
x is not 0?
Tatum's gonna teach
Yeah, he has it.
He's got it. He's got it. All right. I think we need to move on to the next page now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now we do.
I need help on the last one to play.
So-
Any objections for
X.
you?
I'm scared to teach. Don't worry. So here, we have this one. If x is not 0, we ask Mr. Schultz.
I think I know.
If x is not 0, what is it?
Would you like me to come up to the board and
Sure.
show? Here,
I like Mr. Chavo more.
thank you.
I know how to.
All right. So if x is not 0, I still give you the slope. But remember what we wrote on the first page, right? In slope intercept form, the x and the y variable represents the x and y values of any ordered pair that's on the line. Okay? So if I tell you that this line passes through 3, 2, guess what 3 becomes? Our value for x. Guess what 2 becomes? Our value for y. Okay? So if we know that slope intercept form, is y equals mx plus b, we know that y is, no, don't confuse y and b. Well, the y variable is 2. Our slope is, our x value is,
This is y-intercept.
we have to solve for the y-intercept.
Oh.
Okay? This is the difference to where when you're given, and Tatum, you did a fantastic job. You made it to the second page. Awesome job. Okay? But this is the new part here, right? This is where the x value isn't 0, but you need to remember, you need to understand that in slope intercept form, the y and the x do have roles. The y and the x are values of any ordered pair that's on the line. So we plug in 2 for y, I give you the slope, we plug in 3 for x, and now we solve.
I already know what b is.
What is it?
It's 2.
No!
It's not.
4 times 3 is 12.
And y
It's negative. But
Now, don't confuse the y variable with the y-intercept. The y variable is not the y-intercept. B is the y-intercept. The y variable, what?
Did I do this wrong? Because I put the last number on the.
Yes, but that's when your x value was 0. When x is 0, the y value is the y-intercept, because by definition, a y-intercept has an x value of 0. Okay? When it doesn't, then you've got to plug those values in for x and y and solve for b. So what do we get for b here?
6.
Nope,
Negative 10.
negative 10. We're adding here, so we subtract 12 from both sides. And negative 10 equals b. So, knowing that our slope is 4, I gave that to you. Knowing that our b value is negative 10, what's the equation in slope intercept form? Evan?
2.
Nope. Remember, this is that common mistake. Write it generally. Y equals
4x plus negative, or minus negative 10.
nope, just minus 10. Okay? Because if b is negative 10, that negative sign is also the subtraction symbol. It counts for both. Okay? So 4x minus 10. Yes, Abe?
Could you do y equals 4x plus negative 10?
If you want to do plus negative 10, you can, but it is not required. Yes. We'll do several more. Okay? Let's look at one of the fraction ones. Let's do the 1/7. Our slope is 1/7, and it passes through 21, negative 3. Now, I give you the slope, right? So this is m, okay? But I don't give you the y-intercept because this x value isn't 0. So in slope intercept form, we'll be plugging in 21 in for the x variable, and we'll be plugging negative 3 in for the y variable. Okay? So here's slope intercept form, y equals mx plus b. What number goes in for y? Negative 3. What number goes in for m? 1/7. Our slope. What number goes in for x? 21. And we're solving for b. Okay? Now, when we simplify that right side and take 1/7 times 21, using the word times, our brains don't quite latch onto that, as well as using the word of. If I ask you for 1/7 of 21, who could do that one mentally? 1/7 of 21. And explain how you got there.
3.
How'd you get 3?
You multiply. 7 times 3 is.
Right. If we're looking for 1/7 of 21, that's like asking what goes into 21 7 times. 3 does. Okay? So we get negative 3 equals 3 plus b. And what's our final step to get b by itself here? Emily?
Subtract negative 3 minus 3.
Yes, subtract 3 from both sides, which is negative 3 minus 3. And we get a b value of negative 6. Okay? So our slope is 1/7. That was given to you. Our b value is negative 6. What's our equation in slope intercept form? Aiden.
Y equals 1/7 x minus 6.
Y equals 1/7 x minus 6. Okay. Go ahead and do the other two. We'll go over them together in about 5 minutes or so, maybe 4. But do the other two. Check your answers with a partner. We'll pause the video. I'll leave the work up here so you can see it, and then we will discuss in a little bit. So in the second one, slope of -9 passes through -435. Again, a lot of this objective is recognizing what information I'm giving you. I'm giving you the slope, right? Very clearly defined here. And I'm giving you an ordered pair that is not the y-intercept, which means in slope-intercept form, the only variable you don't have is b. Okay? To solve for anything in slope-intercept form, you need the other 3 variables. You can't solve one equation with 2 variables. Okay? That involves systems, which we're going to get to in CO39. Okay? Coming up. Okay? But if I give you the slope, I give you an ordered pair that's not the y-intercept. It means that x is -4, y is 35. We can use those, plug it into our equation. 35 equals our slope, -9, times our x value, -4. And with those 3 variables, we can now solve for b. Right? Simplify the right side. -9 times -4 is positive 36. So 35 equals 36 plus b. What do we do to get b by itself? Mr. Nushka? Subtract 36 from both sides. I'm going to erase this here because we're running into it. And you should get a b value of -1. Combine that with your slope, your equation, y equals -9x minus 1. Who was successful? Okay, most of you, excellent. If you weren't, questions on this? Emily? No question? Okay. The third one, again, same situation. What am I giving you? I'm giving you the slope. Here's your m. I'm giving you an ordered pair that's not the y-intercept, which means their values for x and y. So in the slope-intercept form we go. Y equals mx plus b. -5 equals our slope 3/4 times the x value of 8 plus b. And who can explain to me, Christopher, maybe you can, how do we take 3/4 of 8 mentally?
Oh, you do 3/4 of 8.
You just gotta know it.
Wow, sir. I just get my
How do we calculate that mentally?
You just gotta know it.
Hold up. Christopher's time to shine. How do we calculate that mentally? That's what we're doing. We're taking 3/4 of 8, but how do we actually calculate that?
You do 3/4 times 8.
Tegan, how can you mentally?
Over 1 times 3/4.
Okay, so one thing that you can do
You just know it.
is take 3/4 times 8 over 1. That will get you there. Evelyn?
24 divided by 4.
Which is what you get when you take 3/4 times 8 over 1. 24 divided by 4, which is 6. How about another mental way to do it?
Well, we have to use
3 times 8 divided
You
by
keep saying that, but you're not raising your hand. Quiet. What?
3 times 8 divided by 4.
Yes, we've explained that. 3 times 8 divided by 4 works. What else could you do?
You think of like 8 divided by 4 is y, and that's 2, and then that's 1/4 of 8, it's 3/4, so you need to multiply 2 by 3.
Okay, so another option is to think of 3/4 as 1/4. What's 1/4 of 8? 2. How many fourths do you want? 3. 2 times 3, or 3 2s, brings you up to 6 as well. What else could you do besides using a calculator? Yeah.
You can make the 4 and 8, and then you multiply both of them by 2.
Okay, you could essentially work with your whole, the 8 here, and the denominator. 8 divided by 4 equals 2, times your numerator equals 6. You can get it that way as well. You are able to use a calculator on this test, so that is an option. However, if this type of question were to show up on a math test, you might not have the calculator available. That's why even though you have that tool for tests, you might not always have it. Priya? you talk to Emily and you do not listen to things that I say. I literally just spent 30 seconds talking about calculators. Folks, everybody at once, can you use a calculator on the test?
Yes.
I don't know.
Anyway, moral of the story, 3/4 of 8 equals 6. So -5 equals 6 plus b. What's our last step to get b by itself? Subtract 6 from both sides. -11 equals b. Combine that with your slope. What's our final equation? In slope or intercept form. Emily.
Y equals 3/4 x minus 11.
Y equals 3/4 x minus 11. Okay? That's as far as we're going to get to today. If you'll see the next 3 and the 4 below that, I don't give you the slope outright. So tomorrow, maybe Tatum takes over again. Tomorrow we'll review, folks, quiet. We'll review how to both calculate the slope and then calculate the y-intercept. Okay? So if you look back through what we did, it was a progression. I started by saying, here's the slope, here's the y-intercept. Then it was, here's the slope, here's an ordered pair, that is the y-intercept. Then it was, here's the slope, here's an ordered pair, not the y-intercept, solve for it. And then the next 7 are all, I only give you ordered pairs, you find the slope, which you've done before, and you find the y-intercept, which you've done before today. Okay? So the next 7 are nothing new. Tomorrow being a math day, shorter period, it works out nicely. The practice test Thursday, retake Friday, test next Monday and Tuesday. No con due this week. Math packet due next Tuesday the 19th. Remember, I am taking points off for late packets this trimester to save your self-work and my self-work at the end of the tri. There we have it. That's our math, folks.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
No homework for tomorrow.